You got to watch how you phrase things too, because you could really put yourself into a mindset which would set you up to actually derail your journey. So I have to say that when you do start, really getting your nutrition together, don't have quote unquote cheat days. Just eat what you need to in moderation, and it is okay to eat sweets in moderation. It's okay to bring back those chips in moderation, right?
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers? Hope you're having a wonderful day, or had a wonderful day, depending on where you are in the world. And I have to let you know that you are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. Ow, 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 yeah. What's the vibe today? What is the vibe today? I want to talk about building good habits with nutrition. Nutrition is important for your overall health and wellness. Good nutrition, like eating well, eating clean, avoiding as much as possible these processed foods, right? And it's good for your overall well-being, your overall health, your mood, your your energy levels. But not only that, it is important and it's very helpful to boost gaming performance, how you perform in game, not only through energy, reaction time, but your cognition. So let's talk about, I've talked a little bit in other videos about nutrition in general and some swaps and the pros and cons, so you can go back and look at those. And I'll keep pumping out videos like this because there's so much information, but so many good swaps to swap out kind of the quote unquote bad foods with the quote unquote good foods. And obviously, so we'll make some videos there. But let's talk about habits, how to build these habits. And the first thing I'm going to say, I say this about every single habit there is in the world, and about building, change, working towards change. If you want to create a good habit, especially when it comes to nutrition, nutrition's tough, right? Because everybody has their own taste. If you want to build a good habit, you want to start slow. So let's talk about nutrition as a whole. You probably eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then maybe have some snacks in between. Sometimes you throw dessert in there, or all the time if you're me. I don't do it all the time, but I do it a lot. So you want to start slow. What does that mean in regards to nutrition? You want to start with one aspect. Let's say you are heavily let's say you snack a lot and you're thinking, I want to change my nutritional habits. I want to start eating clean, but I snack a lot, and the snacks that I choose, I know that I don't choose the best snacks. You can start there. Only do the snacks. That's how you start slow. Choose one portion of your nutrition: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, dessert, and revamp that. Work on that. So let's say you pack your lunch. Your lunch can be whatever it is, but then you pack a snack as well. Let's say you bring that to school, you bring that to work, wherever it is. Or you make yourself a lunch every day, but you also have snacks there. Let's say your snacks are chips, potato chips or Doritos or Pringles, whatever they may be. You can swap out, let's choose the chips, swap that out. Try to find something that has less processed ingredients in it, that would be able to help, reduce that 2 o'clock feeling, right? The glucose spike and then glucose crash, and swap out that one aspect of your nutrition. Maybe you can even start with one part of your snack. So let's say you have, let's say you bring cookies and a bag of chips. Swap out the bag of chips, keep the cookies. Swap out the bag of chips for something healthier. It could be nuts, pistachios. It could be a yogurt, one of those little yogurt cups. Yogurt's good for you. It has healthy fats in it, a little bit of protein. It could be, like a Chex Mix bag, one of the ones that doesn't have all the extra ingredients in them. It could be you can cycle through and trial and error and find something that you like that has less processed ingredients, less added sugar, and switch it out. And just start with that. That in itself, switching out one aspect is easy. It is much easier than trying to revamp your whole palette of like food, you know. That would be like, it's, if you try to do all of it at once, I'm going to put this into an analogy. Building habits with nutrition, if you try to do all of it at once, it's almost as though somebody said, I need you to speak this language, you can't speak any other language, or you can't speak your language, English, whatever it may be, and you can only speak this language from here on out, starting now. That would be like, that would be very difficult to do. It'd be frustrating because, you know, it'd be, I mean, hard, and it'd be just overall hard to do. So just one step at a time in regard to nutrition. Now you can, there are healthy, we'll get into some swaps, but you have to keep in mind that, you know, like, here's another thing we'll talk about swaps, but I want to talk about these quote unquote cheat meals too. Let's say you start cleaning up. People need to understand this. There is no such thing as cheat meals. It's not a cheat meal. If you use the word cheat, this is a psychological thing going on here. This is how the mind works. If you use the term cheat meal or use the word cheat, you're gonna eventually, like, it doesn't put a positive connotation behind it. If you use the term cheat meal and say that I have a cheat day once a week, that is grounds for derailing your journey, because the word cheat isn't necessarily something that's good, right? You want to say that I'm giving it, like, I eat chocolate and stuff and sweets, and I eat it in moderation. And I eat it in moderation, and I say it that way because I know it's not all the time, and I know moderation is not going to derail my journey. So using you gotta watch how you phrase things too, because you could really put yourself into a mindset which would set you up to actually derail your journey. So I have to say that when you do start, you know, really getting your nutrition together, don't have quote unquote cheat days. Just eat what you need to in moderation, and it is okay to eat sweets in moderation. It's okay to bring back those chips in moderation, right? Because if you don't, it's really hard to kick habits. I think we talk about this a lot. That's like the main thing here is habit change. Habit change is very important, very difficult. Changing it in full is very difficult. So giving yourself in moderation will kind of ease your mind and allow you to have that, and then you won't, you know, like, get that kind of buildup where you feel like you really, really need that thing. It's like, it's kind of like, it's not addiction. There's a term I'm looking for, you know, but it'll help you kind of curb that need or want for whatever that desired, we'll say, treat is, by allowing you to have some, right? And if you do, another tip I'm going to say here is that if you do, to help with your habit building as well, is make sure you portion it out. Don't just bring a whole big family-sized bag of chips to school or work and, you know, try to just eat the one serving. Actually put it in a bag, put it in a container, whatever it is, put that serving there, and then bring it with. That way you can't actually overeat. And there is a far less room for, you know, overeating or overstepping your journey, your goals for that day, right? So building habits is very important. We're not going to get into swaps today, just saying. Building these habits, not only for your overall wellness and your fitness journey and whatever else, and habits in general is very, very important. And it is very important for nutrition, because you do not want to get burnt out while you're trying to kind of revamp your nutritional palette here, if I'm even saying that right. So take baby steps in regards to nutrition so that you don't get burnt out, and focus on one aspect, be it lunch, dinner, breakfast, or snacks, and go from there. I think that will really help push your journey forward. It'll help prevent burnout. It will help to ease you into the new journey here that you're embarking on in regards to getting your nutrition in order. And, you know, it'll just help with your overall health and wellness, of course, and your gaming performance, which is what we're here for. If you have any tips of your own, I'd love to hear them. Let me know in the comments. If you like what you heard here, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content. And I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.